So some people ask us, why would I put information into these boxes as opposed to just copying all the information into this area? You could definitely put it here. It would look fine on your website. It would look fine on your quotes, but you get a lot of additional functionality by putting the specs individually in the system. And we could take a peek at that on the inventory page. So if you go back to the inventory page and you click filter, I'm going to clear out my filters first. It's always a good idea. You can select any aspect of a machine to filter by, but we'll break it down to, we've been talking about vertical machining centers. So I'm going to have the system show me all my vertical machining centers. So it says I have 5 vertical machining centers, and if I'm just looking for all of them, I can do a lot of cool things here. I could send a quote, type in a contact's name, pick it from the list. It'll populate all the other fields related to that contact. And now I've got a quote that I can send out. What is this? 5 machines to this one contact in just a few seconds. I could also do a bulk edit. So if I have a bunch of machines that I need to post to the marketplace or take off the website, things like that, I can do with the bulk editor. Change some information, change ownership, show on marketplace, yes, no, all that's controlled in the bulk editor, so you don't have to do it on each individual machine. Or I can go a step farther in the filtering. Click on filter and you'll see add a spec filter here. And let's just say weight. I want to find machines with a weight capacity between 5,000 and 50,000. It could be any specs that you want. You could add multiple specs to filter, but basically whatever your customer is looking for, you could add in the filters and then click apply filter. And now instead of 5, I have 4 machines that meet the criteria. If I want to select all like we did before, we could. We could also select the ones that specifically meet the client's need before we send out a quote or add it into the bulk editor. So a lot of powerful segmentation you can do within your list once you know exactly what you're looking for. You can get a list that's tailored specifically for your client's needs. To add in a new machine, it's pretty simple. We walk you through the entire process. The first thing you do is putting in a listing title, and that could be anything, just a brief description of the type of machine. The only field that's required on all of the add new machine page is the type. So once you, if you don't select a type, we don't pull back any specs. Once you select a type, and it's real easy to add in a type, you just start typing. We will narrow down a list based on what you've started typing in. We've been talking about vertical machining centers, so I'm gonna keep going with that. Once you select the machine type, you get a lot of specs that are populated for that type of machine. Like we discussed, you can edit these, you can customize them in any way that you want, and then save that as a spec template for that type of machine. Getting back to the details page, you'd work through the brand as you start typing. It works off of the list of existing brands, so you don't have any typos. You can always select from the list. The model number is freeform. The system will always tell you the previous stock number that you used. So it helps you keep from duplicating stock numbers and knowing which one is next. So if you try and use the stock number that you had previously used, it's going to flag that number as taken. If you change that to an open stock number, it'll show up as open. That way you can use any stock number numbering system that works for you. You'll always know what the previous one was so that you know what to call the next one. Year, serial number, condition, status, it's all available within the list. price, purchase price, any sort of accounting details are available to you, the ownership details, the machine location, and then highlights or notes you can add at the time that you add in that machine. You could also add in tags, and then you could also control where the machine is listed as you're adding in the new machine. You could run through all the specs. If you don't like any of the specs, you could X them out. You could change the order as we've discussed. And then you could add in additional information at the bottom. And then you can also upload your images. Adding images is really simple. You just click add images and then drag and drop like you would in any other program. Once you save and finish, that machine is live in your system. If you click add to your website, it's going to create that page for your website. You don't have to do anything else. The system's going to automatically size the image. It's automatically going to create the page. So all you have to do is check the button and then click finish to do that for you.